Alright guys, so we went over the design, how I designed the VPC. So this time we're actually going to go ahead and create and build the VPC, right? The virtual private cloud, along with the internet gateway. So let's hop over to the console. Alright, so we're here in the console here, and what we want to do, we want to go down, right, to services, click services, and make sure that you're at the home, console home. So when you log in, you should be here. Go to services, and then you want to scroll down to where it says networking and content delivery. So this gives you all of your networking tools. And we're going to click VPC, isolated cloud resources, right? So you're given many different options here. You're given your VPC, subnets, route tables, internet gateways, all different types of stuff. There go the NAT gateway we were talking about, the network access control list. There's so many different things we can use, right? So we're going to click on your VPCs, and when you do that, you're going to be presented with a default VPC pretty much. This is the VPC that AWS provides you when you first sign up. You can't delete this because you need one to at least use it. So it's just sitting here, and what we're going to do is we're going to hit create VPC. You're going to get two options here. This other option adds AWS just helps you out a little bit more, and it adds many other things to it, but we're going to hit VPC only, and we're going to call this the Donut Shop VPC. Right? We're going to set our CIDR notation, and remember our CIDR block, right, was this 10.0.0.0/16. So we're going to go ahead and do 10.0.0.0/16. Alright, that gives us enough subnets for this VPC. This one we're going to leave this blank. This just adds IPv6 in. We don't really need that now, so let's go ahead and create the VPC. Boom, and it's created. And just like that, you're done, right? That's all you pretty much do. There is also another way where you can actually create a VPC in the in an actual console. So I will show that later, but this time we're just doing it in the visual console on the website. But you can actually go ahead into like PowerShell, or if you have Linux, go into the terminal and actually do the same thing I just did, but all in text-based, which is pretty cool. So next thing, what we need to do is create and build our internet gateway, right? So we have an internet gateway here, right? So if we look at our default VPC and take a look at its routing table, we can see that they have two different routes here. They have a local route, and then they also have a route that goes to their internet, to that default internet gateway that's created. So we're pretty much doing the same thing, right, but for our VPC. So if you go to internet gateways, you want to go ahead and not choose this one, but we're going to create a new one. We're going to call this the Donut Shop IGW. That's internet gateway pretty much, and that's pretty much it. There's no other settings you can do here. Create internet gateway, boom. Now we created it, but we didn't do anything else as far as like attaching it. Now we need to attach the VPC in order for it to actually work. So cool enough, AWS actually tells you, hey, a new VPC was just created for the Donut Shop. A new internet gateway was created, and you can now attach to a VPC to enable the VPC to communicate. So it lets you know right then and there. We're going to go ahead and we're going to actually hit action, attach VPC. Select the VPC we want, which is the Donut Shop VPC. Attach the internet gateway, and bam, boom, it's done. So we attached it, and we could see it, the VPC ID right here. Now what we need to do, let's click on that VPC, the VPC we just created, and let's go to it, the VPC ID. We're going to get this. We're going to get many details here, and we're going to get main route table to that VPC. You can also hit route tables to the side, and you can also see it, so you don't have to rely on just clicking whatever you don't see. Let's give this a name, right? So we're gonna say main. Let's say the donut shop main uh, route. All right, we'll just say main route. This is our main route to the VPC that we just created. So we're gonna go ahead and click this route table. All right, and we're gonna see routes here. What we need to do is we need to edit the routes and create a new one. This one will be for all the traffic to the internet gateway. So all the traffic and the target is the internet gateway, and you can see, sure enough, it auto-populates it, the internet gateway that we just created. Click that, save changes, and bam, boom, we are done. If we go here, we can click the internet gateway. We can see it's attached. Internet gateway owner, pretty much everything is where it needs to be. Your VPCs, we can get it here, right? DNS host names disabled, so we get other details too as well. But this is just showing you that, okay, we created the VPC, we gave it an IP range for its entire network, gave it enough subnets with that /16. We created the internet gateway, attached it to our VPC, went back to our VPC routing table, edited this routing table, and added that into it so that the routes can go to the internet gateway. What this is telling the VPC is that, okay, everything within this entire virtual private cloud now has a route to that internet gateway, and that internet gateway goes out to the rest of the network, so the rest of the internet. So this will allow all of our other resources that are public, that are in a public subnet, and those subnets have routes to that internet gateway to have access to the internet. So we're pretty much done here. We created the VPC, we got it up and running. The next thing what we'll do next is we'll start adding in our other resources. So we can add in our load balancer. We can actually add in our subnets and then add those NACLs in, you know, and then add those rules in, add all the resources within those subnets, and start getting this thing to work and function. So this is it for this video. Hope you all enjoyed. You know, didn't want to drag it too long, and yeah, have a good night.